So confused.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? I am your host, Motsiba.
Hi guys, welcome to the Young Podcast featuring Ethan.
We've got some Ethan in here. We've got two fantastic guests on our podcast. This was such a nightmare to do before because they didn't even know what the fuck was going on. We have Jesse Dylan Haupt. Say hello, Jesse.
What's up, guys? What's up?
We have Teega. Man. Teega.
Fire master, you know this.
You gotta say it right, Mots. Not my name is
Teega.
I don't know how many people I have because Motsiba won't tell me, but to all those people out there, what's up, man?
Hey, we've got Paraplegic, we've got Captain Oof, and we've got Dexo in the chat. How you guys doing? How's your week been? I know we've disappeared for some time.
About a week and a half.
Yeah, we've been gone for a week and a half. We've been on sets and we've been shooting and preparing for the shoots. Good news. We managed to raise 12,000 for the Thunder Fund, which is pretty cool. And after that, we've also managed to shoot the film, which is also pretty good. And what else? What else have we done?
Well, guys, we just want to say that we will be giving set photos out soon on our Instagram account, but we still have to curate which ones we put up there because some of these photos, while cool, do give some sort of spoilers for the actual series. So we still got to choose which ones we're willing to put up on there. So just you guys wait, and you'll see the awesome stuff we did on set. You'll see all the crew working together. You'll see the awesome, really friendly actors we were working with. So just give it time, and you guys will be able to see those pictures soon.
Yes.
On our Instagram account.
Yes, that is one of the things that we are we don't want to give away spoilers, but I feel like what is fair is that we should actually at least tell them the actors that we've gotten and post that on our socials. That's one thing that we should do.
Yeah,
because these actors were amazing. They're really, really good at their craft, and I feel like it's time to get them notified and all that stuff. Other than that, how's your week been, Ethan? What you been up to?
Well, I've just been relaxing since I got back from set. My feet were killing me after each day, especially the heels. I've just been basically doing assignments and watching movies pretty much just to try and get back into a relaxing but also productive mood. Yeah, watch some bad movies and some good movies and some movies which people would think are good, but I myself didn't enjoy. I told you about First Love, that Japanese movie the other day. So that's one of them. What about you, man?
I haven't. I've just been watching movies again, as a filmmaker does. Yeah, I did. Dude, I've been watching movies the whole time. I think after the set, and sometimes I don't do it, but before I didn't do it that much, but now I've been doing it a little bit. I watch movies so that I could get inspiration for the shots that I didn't get on set, and I can become sad and then be like, I didn't get the shots that I want. That's why I watch movies.
After this day, you always watch a trash film to make your film feel good.
Dude, I don't watch it. There was no trash films.
I can't watch great movies after my shoot because then I just feel depressed.
Dude, what I don't like watching trashy movies though. I'm not a trashy movie guy.
Eh?
I'm not a trashy movie guy.
Oh, but that's down to personal preference, ain't it?
It definitely is. Yeah. So I've been watching. I watched Her yesterday or the day before.
Grateful.
Dude, it's so good. This is the second time I'm watching it, and I was like, holy moly. This film is just Joaquin Phoenix's performance. Dude, Scarlett Johansson's voice just makes me fall in love with it. Dude, again.
You fell in love with the AI just as he did. No.
Again, I just literally bruh, she's so good.
Did you fall in love with the AI, Ethan?
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of did. Seriously, I didn't even know it was her until a day after I saw the movie, and damn. Like for real. Her voice was that good.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Like, no,
Yes,
but like I mean,
Captain,
for her
serious.
to, no, but I mean for you to feel that way, right, from nothing but a voice, you know,
Dude,
like, it's pretty.
Dude, all I'm saying is that voice.
All I'm saying is that voice, guys.
That
Yeah,
voice, guys.
it says Siri Fetish Simulator.
But like also just the performance from Joaquin Phoenix. It's just him.
Wacky.
It's him performing. Like I don't know. Did they have the voice also on set? Like, did they have some like Scarlett on set just to like work from?
Must have. Unless no, but Joaquin
I would have had
is
someone to say the lines for reference on set.
Mm.
Someone. Don't know if it was her, but we'd have to ask Spike Jones himself.
I mean,
Okay, cool. Let me just tweet him quickly and see what he says.
we go way back, Spike Jones.
We go way back, me and Spike Jones.
Nah, but it's just and also like the type of shots that they used. I was looking at how they like, because you're not in a conversation with another person, you're in a conversation with something that's not there. So he kept looking around, and when he looked around, they kept showing images of like other like random stuff, like things that he was looking at. Like I saw that like they showed images of like the city buildings when he looked up. They showed like the manhole cover or like steam coming out of it, and then dude, I was so good.
Speaking of her, Captain Christian made a video essay on that movie a while ago. I'd like to bring up Captain Christian as much as possible. Check out his video. If you aren't subscribed to his channel, please do. Again, gold standard for video essays. But I think we have forgot to mention something at the end of this podcast. Teega here, while he's also a director who made his own project for our school, and as with Jesse, who we mentioned beforehand. But both of these were also actually on my set as well. Jesse over here, he was my assistant director for one of the days, and Teega here was the assistant camera for Motsiba on our set. So
the only AC I'll ever need.
I had to do all the heavy lifting for Motsiba.
So we have a whole mountain of different perspectives. So we have 3 potential sets we can speak of, and more perspective on our set. So Teega, just from your side, could you please tell us about your set? Anything you'd like to tell us about that Motsiba never told about on in the previous?
Oh, that Motsiba never told you. Oh,
yeah,
about your set. Yeah,
you're the other perspective, you know.
I spoke only good stuff though. I only spoke good stuff.
No,
this was his place to vent, man. Motsiba just came on here and vented about your settings.
That's what I'm saying. Now that I'm here, he's like, "Oh no, good stuff."
It's like, nothing but the.
It was only the good stuff.
It was good. All those future filmmakers out there, if you're gonna rent cameras with gold mount batteries, get like 600 of them because they die. That was our biggest problem. And we're shooting in an abandoned warehouse. There was no electricity, so we had to get a generator. It's just a mission. So invest in batteries, guys. Invest in batteries. But other than that,
okay.
That was literally it, Motsiba. Come on, summed up in one day. That was it. It was like a week.
Yeah, that was like the only problem. I mean, even when it was raining and all that stuff happened, like the wind and all that, we managed to get everything done.
Yeah,
which was pretty cool.
We incorporated it into the film, which is really cool. I can't wait for people to see it. It'd be great.
It's going to be very good. This film
Excellent.
has a lot of like niceties.
Niceties. What?
Oh, Mods, on your Twitch channel, you got to change it to podcast episode 7 because episode 6 is already out.
Oh,
we're doing episode 7 right now.
I'm a bit behind, guys. I do apologize. I'm lacking.
Listen.
Yeah, you got to step up your game, son.
I have to.
Is it something new?
What? The fact that I'm lacking?
You're always lacking.
I'm always lacking.
I'm always lacking.
I'm always lacking, dude. I'm always lacking. Jackson telling me to step it up. I'm trying. I've been gone for some time.
Caro, I absolutely agree with you. I've been drinking too much.
Dude, no, it's not the wine. Don't say that. Just because
Exposing nationally.
They're exposing me. No. After our set, every day after the set, I treated myself with a glass of wine. Just to like relax. Like I drank a glass of wine and I would go and I would watch a movie and then just relax, like, and then do whatever.
At like 8 o'clock.
No, you have to wake up in the
Are you
morning.
sure it was a glass of wine?
It was only one. I have self-control. There's only one.
And
then
one of those big glasses, man.
that only takes the whole bottle.
That takes like the whole bottle.
No, it was only one glass. I did it because I wanted, like, I was very stressed on set because it's like my final project. Everyone else, like, I don't know how you guys felt about it, but people were donating. And we got all the money, and now we have high expectations to like bring out an amazing film.
Dude, I feel that way all the time. Even on these podcasts, like we've hosted, we're probably gonna host like at least 10 of these podcasts before our film actually before our series actually gets released. And every single time we get on here, I'm so scared that I'm gonna end up overhyping the series, and then when
that's exactly we put so much hype behind this, and I'm like, oh no, what if it's shit? What?
No, man, you mustn't think that way.
What if it's shit?
Create the best you can, man.
That's I mean, I'm still here.
I feel like you guys did amazing. You know.
Thanks.
Plus, Mots is still here. 5 bottles of wines later.
Dude.
Still going strong.
Dude, more than 5, Jake. No, it's only a glass a day. A glass a day keeps the doctor away.
You're not staying sober during the set. Like I thought I'd be drinking more, considering that the bottle stores opened again. But I literally haven't been, like, for real. I only just remember getting in the house like last night.
Since like our rap party, Teeks.
Yeah.
I haven't drank ever since then, dude. I haven't had a sip of alcohol.
Do you think lockdown has stopped you from like wanting to drink?
I don't know. I think that I just haven't felt the urge to drink, man. I don't see the pleasure in it, you know.
Pleasure.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
don't look at chat.
What?
Don't look at chat.
I'm just saying, when you drink, you feel like, ooh.
Oh my god, guys. Touchy subject. Why is paraplegia coming? A mod, nonetheless, is coming in and like ripping into my soul. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Anyways, since we're bringing out exposing people, can I tell you about Paraplegic? Can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what he did?
God.
Whoop.
No.
Here it is. Here we go.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna expose him. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Dexter, for the host. Thanks, Captain Oof and Paraplegic. Thank you guys for hosting this wonderful podcast.
Okay. I just want to think. Okay. We've had Teega's experience on his own set. Jesse, do you wanna perhaps mention something on your set that I personally never touched on? Because again, I was only there for one day.
I mean, what did you touch on my set?
No, I just spoke about like my
There's a lot that we didn't touch on your set, but I'm not gonna bring it up because it's so good. I'm not joking. It's not the place. It's not the place, but it.
Okay.
Not the time, nor the place.
Not the time, nor the place.
Look, so my set was pretty fun. I had an amazing crew. I had Teega as my DOP. Honestly, one of the best DOPs I could have asked for. I mean, we worked so well together.
Dude, I'm right here. That's the same speech you gave me yesterday. I mean, when we were shooting.
It's my default speech.
So you give it to all your DOPs? Okay, I see. Next time I hear something like that from you.
No, but Teeks and I work pretty well together. I think that we like almost never fought about where to put the camera or how to shoot certain scenes. I think that everything just clicked well on set, and
thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think I would really like to work with him again. So
No, that was good. It was real good fun. Like we had the same idea, and it was beautiful, and it actually showed as well. Like the project looks stunning.
Yeah, guys, it looks pretty good. So I'm excited to see the finished product.
How far you?
Video.
How far
Yeah,
you in the
man.
edit?
So far we have the assembly cut which Celeste put together, and yeah, it's 26 minutes long, guys, not 15. So
What?
yeah,
Your film's 26 minutes long.
26 minutes long.
Why is
my
it
guy.
so long?
No idea. Well,
Describe the first take that you did when he was warming up the food. Like,
yeah, she put that in. So I think things can be cut down a bit. There are certain aspects where it could be shorter. So I don't know. 26 doesn't look like our end or be all, but it can definitely be cut down, man.
It was pretty much, there were shots when you were saying cut, action, like it wasn't like picked. It was just like see what the footage looks like together.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, dog. So like, just sorry for cutting you off there, but the webcams are coming soon. Maybe once we get enough money, we can give everyone webcams. Hashtag one more for safety. That's what I want to bring up. So Paraplegic and Captain Oof were their sound guys, and they were on our sets. They're amazing sound guys. So if you want to check them out, yeah, hashtag sound guys in the chat.
It's just,
sound guys. Sound guys.
There's a reputation of sound guys. They're all the same. Why are we waiting for the sound guys? Why are we waiting for them? But yeah, so Jesse has a reputation of having one more for safety every time.
You know it.
Just all the time, every time. One more for safety for no reason at all.
For safety. Well,
there's a reason. It's for safety. It's literally in the name.
It's there. It's in the name. I'm thinking actually of getting a tattooed on my back.
One more for safety.
One for safety, but only if Teagues gets one take wonder.
We were actually thinking that to get T-shirts at the end of the year. Like, you know how when you're on set, you get like the crew T-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, we were thinking, okay, you take the T-shirt for one more for safety. Teega takes one take wonder, and then we're thinking, what would Ethan have? Ethan would have
what would
whenever
Ethan
you put my name in a conversation, I always get worried. Like, for real.
Something to do with him worrying a lot, because that's all he does.
The T-shirt should just be, what do you guys all think?
Yes! Oh my god! What do you all guys What do you all guys think?
What do you guys all think?
I'm like, dude.
Is it wrong to ask opinions? If I hand you a beer and you take a sip, is it wrong to say, do you like this beer?
I don't know, Ethan, because I feel like if you handed me a beer, it would just be an empty bottle.
No. Gold. It wouldn't even be a beer.
Okay, I'm just reading chat now. Pyro. I'm reading chat because I actually have Twitch open on my end. So
yeah, I also have Twitch open. I can read chat. So. Everyone seems to love like just what was it now? Like being on set. The thing that I loved about being on set is just the fact that whenever there was a problem, like we were able to solve it. And compared to last year when we were like doing our shoots and stuff, we like it was so difficult because we never got the necessary equipment and stuff, and we also couldn't get proper transport, and we couldn't get all this stuff, and we all paid from our pockets. But now that we've like raised funds, I felt that majority of the issues that we had were like easily solved, and we had enough in the budget to actually pay for the problems.
Before you continue, Pyro really wants you to check your DMs. So
what DMs?
Just do that as you continue talking.
I'll check.
Why is Pyro slipping?
Feed pics or something? I don't know.
Why is he slipping and sliding in your DMs, Motsiba?
I don't know why he's slipping.
It's weird, Pyro KG.
Go on, Mots.
But yeah, it was very difficult for me to like. It was difficult for me to get all my to like last year. It was difficult for me to get the proper gear that I wanted. It was difficult to like get all the equipment and also transport it there and all that stuff. We had like huge arguments about that. But now that we were able to pay people for petrol and stuff, transporting gear was like a breeze, dude.
A breeze. Now, can I tell you what was quite interesting for me? So, for me, it was actors. I had quite an interesting, different sort of experience with my actors this year, because obviously for the last 2 years I've been working with city varsity actors. So they've obviously had a certain way in which they were taught to interpret certain scenes and things like that, you know. But this time around, I worked with actors who were not city varsity actors that we got from Facebook. So we put an ad out.
Dude, Facebook comes in clutch, dog.
Dude, Facebook comes in clutch, dude. Like, we put out a ad posting for auditions, and within like a week or two, just like it got filled with people who were interested in the role. And I think we couldn't have picked a better choice. We had Bradley and Lila, who did an amazing job of bringing the characters to life. But I think just working with actors, like, obviously I had to be a bit more hands-on, because they weren't like established, but they were very much still quite new to the whole acting, major parts, things like that. And
so they were
I think
amateurs.
They weren't amateurs, dude. They weren't amateurs, dude. If you saw them act, that they didn't feel as though they were amateurs, dude. Especially like the way Bradley took the role of like Asim and just brought it to life. It was pretty incredible. Like, there was a scene that we shot where he breaks down, and it was such an intense moment when we shot it that we literally, everyone just stopped. You know, everyone just stopped, and we had to take, like, I think it was 5 minutes just to, you know, let him compose himself again. It was intense.
Yeah.
Wow, that was cool. Yeah. And I'm here staring at the man through a viewfinder, like, this guy's breaking down in front of me. I'm like, shit, should I put the camera down?
Yeah, it was, I think that working with actors that aren't city varsity is pretty interesting, especially if you get to know them beforehand. And I think what's important is you maintain a relationship with your actors, and so that on set it's easier to walk them through certain scenes and how to portray the character better. I think if you guys do that, you know, it's just, it creates a better understanding between the two of you. So yeah, I think that's, work with your actors. It's important. And
just be friends.
Just be friendly, yeah. I mean, even if it's just, you know, I'm speaking from experience. Like, I spoke to Bradley, you know, like leading up to the shoot. I like literally, like, we would just WhatsApp and talk about like random shit, you know, just getting to know each other, you know. And it helped so much when I saw him for the first time on set. It was kind of like, oh, it's cool, it's Bradley, man. I've been talking to him for how long. It's pretty chill, you know. So I think that it's so important that you get to know your actors beforehand, especially. I mean, I think that's just, I mean,
that's pretty cool. Like, me,
Yeah, I remember
I'm behind the camera, so I don't. Well, majority of camera operators, cameramen don't like, and it might differ, like, for actually industry stuff, but we don't kind of acquaint ourselves with the actors that much.
Well, I mean,
That's like a big set you can't afford to. On smaller sets, it's all good. It's all good to do that because like you can sort them directly. Like
yeah.
if there's something that other people aren't seeing,
I mean, once you speak to them and make them feel comfortable.
And on our set, like everyone was talking to everyone, so it felt a lot. Everyone felt more comfortable around each company, around each other's company.
But well, I mean, in like certain cinematographers, I remember I did I think it was, I can't remember what his name was, but he did atonement. And he got involved with the actors as well, like in terms of how they move, and he like spoke with the actors, and he became like quite like close in terms of like when the actors like finished their shoot, they looked at him as well and were like, what do you think of the performance? And
that's I mean that is true. It's like the actor's first glance would be at the camera, and behind the camera is the cameraman.
Exactly.
And you're the one who's like, was it good or not? And you're like, yes or no, or like you're that first person that they look at. And like Teega said, you have to make them comfortable,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've got how many eyes peering down on them, and this massive camera is in their face.
Especially with the little girl. How old was she, Jess?
She was 15.
Yeah, she was like, obviously, like, this massive camera in her face. I was like, oh, don't worry, like, this thing, it's harmless. It won't bite you. Like, just make
Yeah, you make them as comfortable as possible on set,
They laugh about it, and then they take a shot. They don't even look at the camera. They're like, oh, I didn't even notice you with that big thing. And I'm in the background busy, like, my muscles are burning because I have to hold this camera.
Dude.
And then they just like,
you had the F5. That was fine, dude. The Alexa.
Oh, wow.
The Alexas are not a joke.
No, I must say, even though Teega had the F5, there was some tricky movement shots that hurt his arm, eh?
You underestimate the power of the F5.
Don't underestimate the power of the F5.
Dude. How much will we be fixing it in post? I don't know.
Dude, did we say that? We never said that once on our set.
We have a lot of VFX to do. Well, it's like VFX, but still a lot we have to do in our film. Like some screen replacements and some text animations. We're kind of doing we're kind of going for what monochrome.
That's like what the record do, because you yourself, you said you're going to be coloring this thing.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of VFX to do there.
I mean, I think we have the whole screen thing, Teeks, that we got to put together. So I think that's about it.
The laptop screen, dude.
The laptop screen, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but you guys do it twice. We have at least 6 shots where we green screen, some phone screen or laptop screen.
If anyone in the chat is a VFX whiz, come contact us so that we can like consult and get shit a little bit lighter so that we can actually
before we move on, I think there's something I just want to mention before I actually forget. If you guys are looking at like the Thunder Fund page or our YouTube page, I should actually update it. We had to make quite a bit of script changes after meeting up with our lecturers. So the blurb for our series, it's not exactly the same as it used to be. There's a massive big change in here. For example, like I will say one thing. It's no longer just about a guy who's a kleptomaniac. I will further update I'll update the blurb and synopsis soon, but just to let you know, the story has changed quite a bit. It's still about, someone who steals things and things go bad when he does one thing, but again, don't expect, when you see it, don't expect the exact same brief that we've been giving you in our Thunder Fund or on our YouTube channel or even in previous podcasts.
I mean, it's not a massive change. I wouldn't say it's a big change. It's just the change that we made, it was for the better. Paraplegic asked, what do we think about the VFX industry in this country?
Severely like with a lot of other things. It has potential, but
the thing is, I know friends who are studying graphic design and do like dabble in VFX and stuff. A very good friend of mine, Daniel, he was in the chat like a couple of weeks ago, some like early day stream podcast. But he does VFX, and I'm also trying to learn VFX, trying to learn Blender. I know some people are trying to learn Blender and trying to.
What? But you've gotten pretty good at Blender, eh?
Dude, I did, but I try. I haven't gone into putting Blender, doing VFX in videos. I only do them still life, so which is easier.
Yeah.
But video would take a little bit more out of me and also out of my PC because now I have to. It's not just one image I'm rendering; it's like multiple images. So I have to be more
How long
cautious.
does it take you to render the still images?
It depends on the settings, but the settings that I normally do them on, I think it would take 5 minutes to 6 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not that long, but it is kind of long. But also, I was working in not what's that? It's not Eevee render. It's the real one. But the other render, which also renders light traces and stuff. So that was pretty difficult on my PC because it had to calculate all the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay, all right, but in the industry itself, because we are some people say we are a third world country. I still think we are a developing country. Opinions aside, I think it's the arts. I think the arts sector of our country is kind of behind on most places, especially if you think about in terms of technology. Like there are some animation schools, but not a lot of people know about them, and a lot of things like game development or even original animated content, as an example, is there isn't that much of it to begin with. And I know it's adjacent to VFX as opposed to actual VFX, but the VFX itself, I don't think that there's a lot of money. I think a lot of people aren't attracted to it as much because I think it's a lot easier to get in other parts of that industry because you don't have to learn as much, or maybe people just don't. People aren't going into it because I don't think it's as lucrative in this country as compared to other things. Other say the camera department. So a lot of the VFX people are doing, it can either be very expensive because there isn't a lot of people here who are capable of doing it, or it's people who are still learning out, like Motsiba. So it goes back to the thing that Melanie told us, be the change that the industry needs, make movies that we like, since we have an impact. And I think VFX works in that as well. I think, Mods, you had a conversation with Daniel, our lecturer, last year about wanting to do VFX in movies now, and he said, do that as an afterthought or something, or don't focus on that till you have the time and space to do it. Did he say something like that?
Yeah. So that was an idea of mine to dabble into the VFX and stuff, but also. That the lecture that we had wasn't a big fan of VFX. He didn't see it as you know how flashy VFX put them in movies. He saw them as something subtle that you put in to kind of amplify the movie instead of it being the main point of the movie. That's
Fincher compared to any Marvel movie.
Yeah, and also like her and stuff like that. There's some interesting small little tidbit VFX, but it doesn't consume the whole movie. It doesn't make the whole movie what it is. So going back, we got a little bit off track, but going back on what Jesse said about city varsity actors, Teega, for your film you use a city varsity actor.
I didn't even know you was city varsity. I didn't even know you was city varsity. Yeah.
I knew.
Wait, who was it? Who was
Lance.
Oh yeah, he wasn't. He's
He's still he was there in the first year. He's still there. He's also in his final year. But
but Lance is crazy good. He would phone months before the shoot. We would phone. We'd just talk about random stuff and the characters. He had this great. I remember this when he first asked for the gig, whatever. He phones me at 12 o'clock at night, and I'm like, what is this? And this guy tells me, hey, my name's Lance, I read your script, and I feel the character, I feel the character you wrote, and I was like, my guy.
I'm sleeping.
My guy, I'm sleeping.
Okay, Lance, I'll save your number and I'll talk to you in the morning. He's like, okay, awesome, bro. Sorry to call you. All right, have a good night. Boom, cheers. Phone him in the morning. Lance like, dude, yes, I feel the character. Like, I want to be this character. I was like, okay, cool. And then the character we originally wrote, it wasn't Lance's like look, but because Lance was so passionate about this, I think he was probably more passionate about it than I was. I was like, damn, son, all right. So I changed the character completely to fit Lance's thing, and it worked perfectly. Like, it worked out so well. He did insane amounts. Like, the film had no dialogue. He had no dialogue, but his emotions and his body language and just his what he looked like would tell the story, and how his actions would tell the story. And he hit the mark, and I was very impressed. And now he phones me again after the shoot. He's like, dude, thank you so much. Like, this is a forever director actor relationship if you ever need projects. And now we're working on another project now, which he's gonna be hopefully he's gonna give me more input on like what kind of character he wants. So we moving towards another project.
That's quite.
It's in the early stages.
That is amazing.
So really, really, like, I fell in love with like Lance's acting. Like, he's such a nice and then Robert, the other guy that we had, crazy nice guy, best. Like them together are like, I couldn't believe how lucky I got. Like, Robert. So I have a cottage on my property, and his parents lived there, and he came back during lockdown, and he was an actor. So we shot short films on the property during lockdown because it was lockdown, we couldn't do anything. And then I was like, yo, Robert, I have this film coming up. Would you be interested? He's like, bro, yeah, send me the script. Sends it to me. Same thing. I feel the character. I want to be this character. I want to be him. Hit me up. Boom. He was on board. So everyone was really invested. Like, it was great fun. Like, Motsiba, dude, how it was. Like, it was just an amazing time.
Lance's acting.
And they were so good. It makes our life a little bit easier just having good actors. And it was, sure. Yeah.
That's just another thing. I think when everybody's invested like that, it just makes shooting the film.
It's not my film anymore. It's everyone's film.
It's everyone's film.
Yeah.
And it's so important that everyone is on the same page, because, it really shows in the final product, how much blood, sweat, and tears is put into this project. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Amazing, man.
We had some really good, with some real talent, some really good guys. I'm so happy, so happy. And the drive up there, Lance couldn't stop talking. He's like, bro, I'm so excited. Let's go, let's get there, let's shoot. And I was like, my man.
Dude, the drive was long. I was with Joshy, man. Dude, oh my God, Joshy, man. I fell asleep. Dude, honestly, one thing that I will say, Josh is an amazing driver. And I would fall asleep. Oh, Teega.
Sorry.
All good.
Okay,
all good. But
just
yeah, I fell asleep, dude. I fell asleep in the car. Amazing driver.
Okay, just before we continue, I just want to at least mention that we should answer this question answered by our good mod Pyro about why the departments at our college are so divided.
Pyro asks a lot of questions.
Bro, we've been wondering that since first year as well.
Pyro asks a lot of questions. Pyro should shut up. I'm joking. Pyro's looking to get shanked.
As well.
Nah, these questions are amazing. Why? I don't know.
Do you want to say that? Do you guys want to answer? Or should I?
I don't know. Maybe they just have beef at team building exercises. Fight it out.
Oh yeah, bro. I remember, in first year, I tried to get actors for my 5-minute. It was such a mission. At the end of it all, I just decided to sidestep the whole process because they don't want to have to assign out any actors. If they have any tests or if they have any assignments due.
Yeah.
I think Jesse, from your experience, you explained this because it's actually his thing. They signed off saying that yes, their actors were available for Jesse's shoot, but 2 days or a single day before a shoot, you're gonna have to fill in the gaps. But they just gave up the news saying no, sorry, they won't be available. Jesse, was it a day, 2 days?
It was a day or two before. We were actually going out to shoot, and apparently they need. So the process goes: if you take a city varsity actor, right? What happens is essentially they have to get permission from every lecture that they have that day that we will be shooting, and then their lecturers have to sign off, then they have to take it to their HOD and they must sign off. And it's such a mission because actors have like rehearsals for big things that they're doing that they can't miss. So I don't know. I find it quite frustrating that the city varsity pushes this whole thing where they say that actors and film department have to work together. You know, we go hand in hand, but they make you jump through so many hoops before you can actually get one of the actors that by the time you get through all of it, you realize that the whole process was pointless.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why what I did was I had some really good friends in the acting department who would, like, honestly, they just wouldn't like care about the whole process as well, and they would just be like, "Don't worry, I'll be there," you know. And I think that was like pretty cool. That's pretty cool of them. But I mean, it's still, you know, the fact that they have to do that kind of like, it's not really, you know, I don't know. I don't think it should be a thing. I think that working together should be the main sort of focus of city varsity, not having to jump through all these hoops.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not just acting. It's the same with sound. It's the same with, you know, it's just, I think that acting is just a bit more difficult to work with than it is sound.
Than any other department that's at City
Than any other department that's at City Varsity, exactly.
Pyroplegic. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, my guy. We appreciate it.
What's
So,
what's
okay.
100 bits?
Bits is like currency.
So, bro, give me 100 rand.
It's not 100 rand, but
Okay,
bits are currencies that they use in.
This is like any amount under $5. Like I think a single bit is an amount of cents.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just gave me 100 cents.
They gave you like a 1 rand.
Gave me like 1 rand. It's probably more than 1 rand, but we do appreciate it here. Everyone give Pyroplegic some love.
We love you, Pyroplegic.
We do definitely. But dudes, I don't want to turn this into a roasting of City Varsity, but like, guys,
Look,
heavily consider,
Varsity.
think your options. Think your options on film school. Like we survive.
No, look, I think City Varsity. So City Varsity has its ups and City Varsity has its downs. Look, everyone was complaining first, second year about how City Varsity runs things, but I mean, personally, I never really had an issue. Like, it didn't really. I wouldn't bring up problems if it doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? If something directly affects me, that's when I will be like, okay, something has to be done about it. You know, then I will go and try and fix it, like I did with Melanie.
Yeah.
So I think that City Varsity has its ups and downs, but if we weren't at City Varsity, we wouldn't be where we are now. Okay,
that is true. Like, it gave us. We did speak about it last time. It gave us like the feel, the like the space for us to kind of experiment and do our films, experiment these films, and experiment like. And also make connections and fail and succeed and all that. I love
and
that.
That's what it's about. But
Yeah.
I just think that some aspects they just handle it a bit weird, and I think that there's definitely room for improvement.
Well,
And when I say definitely, I mean there's a hell of a lot of room for improvement.
Dude,
Like,
I need it.
like, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's the way with like all institutions. You can still say some things about where you went because they're your experience. They're things that need to improve. And it's the same with any sort of institution. Like you can spend like months figuring out like what high school you go to, but then you'll still find that there's some things that that people on the outside don't know about, like the school you went, about the high school you went to, even after you've chosen it, you know. And there are people who will say like that UCT is like the greatest place on earth, but you'll still You'll still find problems.
I think they say UCT is the greatest place on earth because it's a default. I think
Because it's a default.
no, dude, I think that that's like the default university to go to. It's like everyone from high school wants to go. Oh, I want to go to UCT. I want to go to UCT. Why do you want to go to UCT? Because
there's a bar on campus. That's why they want to go to UCT. That's why.
There's so many other
I
people.
don't get it, man. I don't get it.
People going to UCT. That's why people want to go to UCT.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen UCT's film course, I mean,
non-existent.
Dude, I know someone that did a film at UCT, and it's literally just theory. It's all theory.
Practical.
You don't go to UCT for like film. You go to UCT for like a lot of very smart things, say like psychology or chemistry, or if you want to do either maths, or if you're like very good at maths, or if you want to do music. Dude, I will always complain about UCT's jazz band because they're so flippin' braggy. Like for real. If you ever like the jazz fest that they play at the Baxter, I think I've been there once or twice with my brothers and my parents. Dude, so many times they're just like, shall we do one more? So many. The UCT jazz band, they brag. They like to brag.
No, but I mean, UCT's film course, dude. It's like you learn all this theory, and only a certain, I think, like you get picked out. So only certain people at the end of the year get to make a film. So it's like
I personally wouldn't fault them for that though, because back to the whole thing, like they're more focused on more academic stuff anyway. So psychology and chemistry as an example.
So like if you're picking out like 3 people in the whole of the class, okay, so you 3 are gonna make the film. You know, only you 3 will be able to get that experience of being a director. You know, and this is like your final year thing, which is like, I don't know, to me kind of ridiculous when we've been, you know, directing and things for like every year, like almost all the time. You know, we're very hands-on. And then you get to industry and it's vastly different to the theory that you learn. You know what I mean? I mean, already now, like the things that we learn compared to being on an actual set, it's crazy different. You know what I mean? So I think
we even get to get in there, like actually film, actually touch cameras, actually.
Exactly.
Which is very, like, I think it's the best experience. Park experience.
And I mean, being on set to being on learning about theory and stuff is so different. I think that you really, it would be an eye-opener for you.
Okay, I see you, Pyro. I see you.
But yeah.
How many people do you have watching this thing?
5.
Oh!
5 amazing viewers.
Individual. 5 amazing.
5 amazing individuals.
It's just 5 viewers.
5 viewers.
Wait, can we just celebrate one more small achievement?
Please mention your achievement.
Yes, I just got 2 kills in Hyperscape.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
I've never got.
Let's go. Maybe if it's cross-platform, then we'll be able to have a gaming day where we get all our film friends and we throw them into a cross-platform game, and then we all play games and we see how we do. Let's get like a game with good. Let's get like a fighting game with good netcode.
Okay,
that's all you want to do. All you want to do is play fighting games. It literally reflects your films. All you want to do is dude.
I haven't watched anyone in Dragon Ball Fighters in months.
Skit and Donner films. That's all you do.
Your ass in Dragon Ball Fighters, my guy.
Jesse, I will kick your ass in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Let's see.
I need to beat someone.
Flexing the EPPs.
I need to beat someone like a small child, yo.
Okay. But it's an idea we can put in the works. Maybe sometime.
All I take from that is Ethan.
Pyro. Good job.
Yeah. But other than that, guys, we're nearing the end of the podcast. We have at least 5 minutes.
That sucks. I actually quite like this.
I know. It's very enjoyable. Once you start getting in the swing of things, you start like enjoying it, and things start like, you start liking them. One thing that we like closing off with, and like
actually, I do have one more thing to bring up.
Bring it up, dude.
What's your prospect on like future projects? Because ever since like during set, I've been thinking about things I want to write. Like I've been doing it like since the beginning of this year. Just had ideas in my head, and I'm thinking of like more things that I possibly want to start writing. Considering that I've taken a break from this web series, and now we're just in post production. So my mind is now
on that. I
I want to
actually
do something that takes place in some sort of apocalyptic location, like maybe we could shoot in the Northern Cape, hypothetical, not saying now, and this maybe shoot some sort of apocalyptic story in the Northern Cape or something. Or like I told Teega that one day, shoot that short film that takes place in a nightclub. Have you guys considered any sort of future projects you might want?
I actually have this story that I came up with. So obviously, dude, this is a big thing. Like, it's a big story. I don't think I will be able to shoot it anytime soon. But I think the story I quite like, and it's essentially a story about these two boys, and it takes place in two different countries, right? Mm-hmm. So the one is United States, and the other one is in Baghdad, and essentially we grow up with these two boys, and the one becomes a US soldier while the other becomes a jihadi soldier, and they end up meeting on the battlefield. And it's essentially what I want to show is how the one is sort of they sort of conditioned to hate each other, and they meet on the battlefield, and it's like sort of two sides of a coin. So they both sort of had the same experiences growing up, but they ended up killing each other in the end. And I just kind of want to show that war is in a sense pointless, so I don't know, it's pretty
Unspoken War Part 2. Like the pre-sequel to the Unspoken War. Like actually what happened before, like how they grew up and all that stuff, dude.
Captain, I see you. I so far have seen the trailer for Raised by Wolves, but I haven't seen like anything of it yet. So
funny enough, I know a couple of people that worked on that shit.
Of course you do.
He's more in tuned into the film industry because he has someone to kind of hold his hand and take you. Not hold his hand. But you deserve everything you get. You deserve everything you get.
No, but I mean, yeah, that looks pretty sick. Raised by Wolves. It does. It's Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna close off with some final ideas and some getting to know these two very talented directors / cinematographers.
Slash sound guys.
Slash sound. Jesse. Or which one do you want to start with, Jesse or Teega? Which one's more talented? I'm joking. Both of them are. Let's start off with Teega. Let's start off with Teega.
Teega's more talented.
No, he's not.
What Jesse's not, but in the back of his head, he has an actual answer. Either he's taking pity on Jesse, or he actually thinks Teega is the more talented person.
I'm taking the piss. But Teega.
Yeah.
Favorite film. Keep in mind, if you say the wrong answer, this whole chat will revolt and look for you. And I'm joking. There's no wrong answer.
There's so many. I got two.
In the back of his mind.
Okay, let's say like your recent ones.
Okay, so one film I've grown up on. I'm pretty sure it's the first film I ever watched, and I was like 5. It's called The Big Blue. It's a Besson film. It's a diving film, really good. It's got Jean Reno in it, so it's really good. And then the other one, The Lighthouse, eh? Yeah, I love that film so much.
That's the black and white one with Batman and
Robert Pattinson.
And I was gonna say Willem Dafoe, but it's not Willem Dafoe. Is it?
It is.
It is Willem Dafoe. Yeah, it's Willem Dafoe's in there.
Dafoe.
Willem
Dafoe.
Dude.
Wait, but Teega, what was the first film you said?
The Big Blue.
Bro, I swear that's a store in like.
Why are you basing?
I'm just saying. I was trying to know that store somewhere in Seapoint, bro.
This is why Motsiba chose me because I'm better than him.
Lol.
But yeah, I want to watch The Lighthouse. I need to get that. I
Yeah, I
saw.
also haven't seen it yet.
I need to get in there. I need to get and watch that. I think I might watch it tonight. You actually motivated me to watch it tonight. And Teega, what is your fault? What have you been watching? You said you've been watching movies. What's the last movie you watched?
Oh, American History X, dude.
Oh. Woo!
Aina.
American History X.
That was quite a
Biting the curb and bah.
It very much stays with you.
Yeah, after I watched that, and then I watched another weird film that I don't know why I watched it. I watched 8 as well. I watched that.
That's the horror movie.
I'm yet to watch
the
that.
Netflix horror movie.
I'm so interested to watch that.
My chat has been trying to get me to watch it, but like I hate horrors.
I think South African horror is something that really needs to be tapped into because there's not much South African horror films that are done well.
That's because it's scary and it's close to home, dude.
And
imagine watching a movie about the Tokoloshi. Imagine watching the movie about the Tokoloshi. I'm never gonna sleep because guess what? You know, like the flippin' Mistwalker that's in that whatever movies that are American. Sure, those things will never get to me because those aren't real. The Tokoloshi's real.
Why did they take a plane to Cape Town and then? Man.
We did film a news report about Tokoloshi, so like it wouldn't be that one different. Like actually, it was all us. It was us four involved in that.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Tokoloshi will get funding, dude.
Dude, I feel like it will get funding, and then once people watch it, it actually will like cause. It will be like the next Paranormal Activities, but South African version.
Bruh, the Tokoloshi.
Bro, I would actually get super scared. I would literally shit my pants.
But definitely, I want to give 8 a watch.
I wouldn't sleep. Jesse, your turn. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie will always be the film La Bamba.
La Bamba. Is
Yeah.
that where the song La 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 Bamba?
Yeah, so it's based off the great singer, one of my favorite singers, Richie Valens, who died in a plane crash with Buddy Holly and all of them in like the 50s. It was really, honestly, the day music died, man. Like that was, like, if you ever want to listen to some really good
I don't
old
want to
music,
hear you ever say that's the day the music died, okay? You are just too stuck in the music taste. We've had this conversation.
No, that was good. Richie Valens was such a great musician, and I think that La Bamba was such a great film. I think to this day, I used to watch La Bamba when I was like 3, man. I would love to watch La Bamba, and one day my mom took it out because like 2 o'clock in the morning I wanted to watch it, and she took the cassette. It was a VHS tape, and she took it and she smashed it in front of me, and you know it was very like it was crazy.
What? That's hectic.
Smashed my favorite film
So
in front of me. So yeah, and then now I would have to say any movie that I watch now. I watch so many movies now that I quite enjoy, but I think one of them was American History X that really stuck with me. I think it was a pretty intense film.
I can imagine.
Because exploring that sort of that context and the whole neo-Nazism, and it's crazy. But yeah. I mean,
and what was the last movie you've watched?
Last movie I watched, Train to Busan.
What? Which one's that? I'm hearing movies that I haven't seen.
It's a Korean film.
Wait. Train to Busan. Wait, explain the film. I think I've watched it. Like,
it's like it's a zombie film.
Oh yes,
But
yes,
it's like
dude.
crazy.
It's like World War Z. It's like but like
it's done hella crazy.
Dude.
I quite enjoyed Train to Busan, dude.
I forgot that movie. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was like, dude.
So you've seen it?
Huh?
You have seen it?
Yes, I have.
it's quite
It's-
intense.
dude,
It's like
it's
so
intense.
claustrophobic. Like with the whole, because you go like the passengers that are like the train carts are like so full of the infected, and they have to work their way through. Man, it's crazy. And now they've recently released the part 2.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that as well.
Peninsula. But I don't know if it would be as good as the first one, man. So
No.
I don't know. I
Sequels
think,
tend to disappoint.
yeah, sequels tend to
Majority
fall
of
a
the
bit
time.
flat at times. So
Majority
yeah,
of
I
the
think
time.
that was like the most recent movie that I've watched. was
Captain
Sesiu.
Oof says you should check out The Host. I don't
That's
know.
on Netflix. I've been wanting to watch that. It's like a monster movie.
Apparently,
So,
I don't dabble in monster movies, so I don't know.
Sesiu doesn't
I don't
help.
know. I quite enjoyed the first Cloverfield. In terms of like, it was like found footage, but I think it was done pretty well.
And
Uh,
yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
but
There's
I
a
also
new-
want to watch.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, good.
No,
good.
I have a movie that I really want to watch that I'm probably gonna watch tonight. The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah,
Isn't
The
that an
That's-
old movie?
From the
Very, yeah.
yeah, that was cool. I liked it. I liked the
Yeah,
costume.
dude, the costume looks crazy, eh?
I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they did that in the fucking 40s, dude.
But it's so
that-
good.
The actor that played the Creature from the Black Lagoon, like that scenes where he's in the water, dude, that must have taken such a toll on you because you're in that costume all the time. And it's like, oh, it's crazy.
That does sound like a interesting movie. I just remember seeing pictures, like old posters of it, and there's like those iconic old posters I've seen of the
Yeah.
Creature from.
Yeah, you get. Yeah.
Anyways, I feel that we're in the closing phases of this podcast. We've been doing it for an hour. Just to recap that we are finished shooting and we're currently in pre-production. So you will be expecting post-production.
I made the same mistake this morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're
We
currently in post-production
post-production.
with all of our productions. You can follow Teega. Do you have a page for your film? Oh no. He does. You can follow Rulon Productions. Ethan, do you wanna put the link in there?
Just pull it up.
Just put it up there. Follow Rulon Productions to follow Teega's work. It's the production company that was started by Joshi Man and Teega. And as soon as it was started, they invited us, like, just to go in there and see what's clapping, and we actually enjoy it. And I feel like after uni, I might actually migrate into their production company and into their care if they would allow me.
Yo, bro, why are you looking for jobs?
It's not a dude.
Coming out is gonna be a biggie, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna from now on we're making many.
Teega, I also want to be involved in your sets, man. Since
The thing
Teega's
is-
looking for a job, I want a job.
The thing is, he's already been there. He's already in there.
Who's in there?
You.
What are you?
He doesn't even know it, but he's already involved. We've already sold your services without you knowing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yo, bro. Don't be selling my information out there.
So you can catch his progress through his post production. You can also catch Jesse's progress through their post productions by going to Citizen, right?
Yeah, Citizen to a Film 2020, or just go to my Instagram and just give me a follow, man.
And also, I mean, if he's that thirsty for follows and stuff.
Not that, and I'm just saying.
I'm joking. I'm
not
only messing with you. I'm here to mess with you. Nah, it's fine.
Hardcore, bro.
And also, you know our socials. It's on the stream. You can also check them out in the about pages about the stream, and then you can check it out. Go to our page. We also have these amazing people's links in the chat if Ethan can hurry it up and get them into the
I'm
chat.
having trouble finding Ruland. Damn you!
I'm really having trouble finding Rula.
What a boomer! What a boomer!
It's like he doesn't even know how to use technology.
Yes.
Bruh, I thought of this analogy like this morning. Okay, Instagram is like being given a menu with just pictures. Like,
No, Ethan, you need to be hip, man. You need to get with the times.
anyway, here's
You need to get with the times. I'll pull up Citizen faster than you can pull up Rulam Productions.
I'll pull up Citizen faster than you can pull up your pants.
What?
You fucking-
that guy Jesse he sent it down.
Pull up your pants.
Why are you saying? What is wrong with you?
I don't
What is
know,
wrong with
man. I don't know. I'm still trying to deduce it myself.
But this is a good space for us to. There we go,
Dude,
dude. It's literally right here. Found it faster than you did.
Okay, cool.
'Cause
I feel like Ethan wasn't even looking. He was just waiting for Motsiba
for me to do it. I feel also low key that's what he was trying to do.
Bro, it's Ruland. I was typing out Ruland. Like, I got.
Like
Okay.
Ruland Street.
Yes, like I haven't checked their page in a while, so I completely
Yo, you hearing that, Teagues? You hearing
Yo,
that?
Teega, yeah.
Doesn't even
man.
support
Listen to
local
this guy.
content.
Listen to this guy.
Noodles.
Imagine being on his set and then he still doesn't support you. Teagues,
Ethan, you're hardcore, eh?
hardcore.
So wait, after this podcast, does everybody just go their separate ways? What's the
Yeah,
video?
I mean,
Yes.
I'm hosting people like in 10 minutes. I have a bride that's happening. So I decided to sneak in a quick podcast and then
I hope you have masks, man. I hope you going COVID safe.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm not even following this guy.
Obviously.
That's good. That's good. As long as you're going COVID safe.
We are definitely.
Safety is
going
important.
definitely
I mean,
important.
even ask Teega. Teega knows.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Please leave me alone.
but we are going. We were COVID safe and everything was going well. That everything's gonna go well. Other final topics. We are gonna be continuing next week. We might have Teega and Jesse again if they are available. We can have them into the. We can bring
Of
them
course, man.
again. We will again change the background to cater them. I want to say thank you to Fatima again for doing this amazing background. I want to say thank you to Pyraplegic for the 100 bits. Amazing.
Thank you for the
amazing,
Kudan, Pyraplegic.
amazing. But other than that as well, you guys have to enjoy your week, and we'll check you next week. Follow our socials, and there's nothing else. Do you guys want to say any ending words?
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
We shall see you next week.
What if I don't want you next week? What about that, Jesse?
Sorry?
What?
Jesse, what if I don't want you next week?
I mean, if you don't want me next week, man, then that's fine.
Go.
I'm cool with that, man. But I feel like it's just.
Keep a lookout for those set photos, okay?
Yeah, there will be.
We should look out for them like you look out for Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Okay. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week, and we shall catch you next week. Same time. Well, next week Friday, most probably. But this is the
Next week
Saturday
Friday.
catch up. So
Cool.
if everyone's
Cool.
next
Next
week
week Friday.
Maybe we can actually get Dean. Maybe we can actually get Dean.
maybe we
in the
can have a full production team and have Dean the editor come in. Never know. Never know.
Okay, cool. Let it be.
Let it
Oh,
be. Okay. Cheers, guys. Enjoy stream, and we shall check you next week. Goodbye.